Australia. Some of you will know me from quite a long time ago. I've been involved in the circus industry for scary over 30 years. Firstly, I really love what we all do, but I hate the word circus. The reason is that the perception of 90% of the other people in our industry that I have to deal with, as soon as they hear the word circus, they run at 1,000 miles an hour, because we as a group have been devaluing what we do as performers. And I'm a performer too. I'm a technical performer, but I'm still a performer too. We as a group, as an industry, have been devaluing our importance and our professionalism in the wider performance marketplace. It's a real problem. Corporate Australia, unfortunately, provides funding. We make money in corporate life. That's where a lot of you guys, hopefully, will be able to tap in and produce the beautiful artwork that you guys want to do. Unfortunately, that means that at some point, you need to interact on their plane, on their stage. That's a really hard job. If you don't walk into a presentation, or if you don't present something to a corporate sponsor in a professional manner, that completely devalues not only your presentation, but every other presentation that corporate body is going to receive for approximately the next 2 to 5 years. So that's the economic reality. Don't let the uniforms, the equipment and the website fool you. It's the product of my wonderful wife's imagination. Showtech has been involved in the physical performance industry for over 30 years. I found out the other day when I started preparing for this, we've been a financial backer of over 25 productions this year, and we deal with approximately 5 inquiries a week from performers, performance groups, community groups, etc., on how to do occupational health and safety. 90% of those inquiries are dealt with purely by people either sending us emails or ringing us up, talking to either myself or one of the other guys, and just asking questions. And that's where we're not here as a consultancy group for a whole lot of that sort of stuff. People just ask questions, we answer them, because we want to be part of this wonderful community too. For those people who don't know, the entire Australian industry, as in not the performance industry, but industry in general across Australia, all reinvented itself on the 1st of January 2012. Every piece of legislation to do with occupational health and safety was rewritten, and all of your obligations and roles and responsibilities were completely redetailed, and it all took effect 1st of January 2012. Probably 25% of the phone calls that we get in the office are, I've been a performer for 15 years, all of a sudden they want this, they wanted that, I've never had to do this before, this is all bullshit, I can't believe, that I have to now do all this paperwork just to go and do what I do. Unfortunately, that's the world that our government and our insurance companies and our litigious society, which is not you people, but all the people out there who, as soon as they trip over a curb, they sue the council for millions. That's the position that we've all been forced into. Risk assessments, safe work method statements, and structural analysis of pieces of equipment are a daily part of our lives, and unfortunately, if you don't want to be part of it, then you need to not be part of it at all, because you can't beat the system. If you want funding, and as you well know, if you want to tour to theatres and function centres and be part of community programs that are funded by councils, the paperwork is part of it, and you cannot get around it. Having said that, it's actually really easy. The process is incredibly easy. The two most difficult parts of the whole process is, number one, getting over the fact that you guys have been doing whatever you've been doing for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And all of a sudden you've got to kind of got to go back to school and learn a few new things. And secondly, getting over all the stupid acronyms that all of the occupational health and safety people want to throw at you. I was part of the WorkSafe Awards a couple of weeks ago, and I was quite shocked by the fact that I actually had to explain part of our submission to WorkSafe because they actually didn't understand all the acronyms that they had thrown at us in the first place. Occupational health and safety is stupid. It is. It is really stupid. There are people out there who spend years and years and years getting degrees to learn how to fill out these pieces of paper and charts and job safety analysis and all this sort of stuff. And what they're doing is they're dumbing down our population. They are, if a lot of the people out there had their way, Circus, the Fruit Flies, West Side, Women's Circus, all of those people would not exist. Because, you know the easiest way to make you guys absolutely safe? Anybody? Shut it down. Absolutely. If we close all the doors on all of these venues, we will make them 100% safe. That's their logic. It's not that hard. I'm trying to put what I normally put into about an hour into 5 minutes, and it's quite hard. It's not that hard. Once you actually understand the process, and the process is really simple. Here's the basics of a safe work method statement that all of you will have to do. If you want to go into any venue, you'll have to do one of these. Okay. Put a heading on the top. What is this document about? Are you a juggler? Are you an aerialist? Are you a hula hoop performer? What's the document about? Okay. Give yourself 3 columns. If you use Word, Excel, any of those programs, it's really easy. Give yourself 3 columns. In the left-hand column, write the process. How are you going to do your act? Okay, so just like looking on the back of a cake mix. Seriously. No, seriously. It is like looking on the back of a cake mix. First you empty the sachet into a bowl, then you put 2 eggs in, then you beat that, then you add something else, then you preheat the oven. That's what a work method statement, the first part of it is like. I'm going to arrive at the venue, I'm going to load my equipment in, I'm going to check with the production that they're ready for me to rehearse, I'm going to check my lighting and my sound and my performance space, I'm going to get onto stage, do the act, get off stage, load out. It is that easy, right? Once you've got that method, once you've got actually what you're going to do, then the next column, what are the hazards associated with each step? Oh, loading in, obviously manual handling, other people, checking the next one down, checking with the performance space, are they ready for me to rehearse? You know, all that sort of stuff. Put all your hazards in. Third column, how are you going to control those hazards? It's that easy. Lastly, I will get off in a second. When I say that we're dumbing down our population, I really mean it. The professionalism that I'm dealing with from the average performer is shocking. Now that's a really harsh statement. It's a very harsh statement, but it's true. In my world, a performance has 5 elements. Get into the venue, get onto the stage, do your act, get off the stage, get out of the venue. Sorry if I'm making this too simple for some people. A lot of the performers that I know, that I deal with on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, and I'm not going to do the hand gesture, I just realised it, sorry, they can only do the middle one. I'm serious, they can only do the middle one. They've got no idea what they want to see when they walk into the venue. They've got no idea how their act's going to start. They've got no idea how they're going to get off the stage again, and they've got no idea how they're going to get out. So basically what we've done is we've produced a whole lot of performing poodles. We used to have some fantastic performers, and performers as in the whole package. I know lots of you people out there are the full package. I've heard from some of you, and I know a lot more of you who probably aren't going to present today, who are the full package. We need to keep training our performers to be the full package and not just performing poodles. Lastly, I'm going to get off. I think I'm very good at what I do. I've spent a lot of time, and I've been incredibly lucky and blessed to work with so many of you. I'm struggling with the fact that we are going to lose our tradition and our go out and make it work if all of the legislation and all of the grants and all the being jammed into little boxes take over what we're trying to create. A lot of people that I've talked to over the last few years say, oh, but you're stifling the creativity. We, as Showtech and other companies like us, we're not trying to stifle your creativity. What we're trying to do is get everybody else out of your way and give you a nice envelope to make yourself really creative, really safe, and really express all those wonderful things that you people do that I wish I could do sometimes. Please don't think that all of this legislation and all of these little boxes that you're constantly trying to be crammed into is actually stifling your creativity. Get all of that out of the way first and go and do what you do best, knowing that if anybody comes in, you're not going to be spending the next 2 or 3 hours explaining something to somebody who's never going to get it. Right? You need to have the best space that you can to do what you need to do. And it doesn't matter whether you're doing the opening of an Olympics or you're doing a piece in a room a third this size for 5 people. If you act as professional performers and you teach the people coming up to be professional performers, we have an amazing future.